Okay, with the release of Bennett's new skin, I want to make a simple and quick guide on how to properly build him. Because I know there's a lot of people out there who haven't built wrong, and I'm just going to make this as quick and simple as possible on how to properly build him. I'll tell you why there's people out there building him wrong. But to give you a quick rundown of his kit, he's a support character who can heal and buff with his ultimate. Now his healing scales off of his HP, and his buff scales off of his attack buff scales off of base attack. Not attack percent, base attack. If the character within his ultimate is below 70% HP, they will not get the buff, but they will be healed. If the character is 70% HP or more, they will be getting the buff that Bennett can provide. Now, like I said, his ATK buff scales off of his base attack, and the only way to really get base attack is off your sword, and I believe from leveling a character up. So, but the sword is the main thing here. So I'm actually going to give you a quick rundown of his best swords. Now, the best 4-star weapon for him will be the Sapwood Blade. It is best. It's his stutter. It's his best in slot. It provides energy, and I believe it has like a 507 base attack, something around that. Another great one for him is the Alley Flash, because it actually has the highest base attack for a 4-star. I think this one too, but this one does not work for him at all. This one has like a 607, I think, something like that. Pretty high. Another great one for him is a Favonius Sword, as he gets a lot of energy, and you can get even more energy when you hit someone with a critical hit. But his best 4-star sword will be the Sapwood. Now his best 5-star will be the Favonia. As you see, it has a really high base attack. That's why it makes it so good. Of course, you see these ones have high base attacks too, but the thing is, I don't know why I press on this one, but you see these all have the same base attack. But you don't really want to be using Mist Splitter on Bennett or Azure Light or Clorin's signature, because I'm pretty sure she also has a really high base attack. Because you want to be using those on your DPS characters. You don't want to be using these on Bennett. Like if you had both of these and maybe you don't have the characters, don't use it on Bennett. Use Sapwood. But if you have the Favonia, I would 100% use it on him. I use it on him. I've been using it on him for like 2 years now, 3 years, I think. I've had it on him for a very long time. But his best in slots, I would say, is the Aquilia Favonia and the Sapwood Blade. If you don't have the Favonia, use Sapwood. Sapwood is really easy to get. You just have to craft it, but you have to do some Sumerid quests, probably. I'm not sure. There's definitely a guide on it out there. His best artifact set will be the Noblesse, and I'm going to tell you what you should use. For your sands, you want to use an energy recharge, because you want to get his ultimate as fast as possible and have it all the time. His best goblet will be an HP goblet, and his best circlet will actually be a healing bonus and HP one, as you see. The reason I'm not using that is because I kind of want mine to be... I want my Bennett to be a little bit of a damage dealer, although he doesn't do too much damage, but I just put it here because why not? But do not aim for attack percent. Attack percent will not benefit him at all. It will not. A lot of people believe it will. I used to believe it. I mean, I even had the attack circlet I still used to use on him. But yeah, he does not scale off that. So, energy recharge, HP, healing bonus or HP. Substats you want is energy recharge and HP. Now, if you have C1, his ultimate, that HP restriction that you had earlier with, being below 70%, it's removed. ATK increase no longer has an HP restriction. Pretty cool, right? And not only that, you get a 20% additional ATK buff based off of his base attack. This one, C1 and C5 are his only useful ones, I would say. His other ones are kind of just whatever. C6 is whatever. If you want to go more into that, you can just look up the video. But yeah, C1 and C5 are going to be his greatest constellations. Now the talents you want to level up is just his ultimate. I have his maxed out so I can get the best out of his ultimate, which I believe you should do this too. I mean, you could get it to 12 if you do have C5. If you don't have C5, you can get it to 9 or 8. Now I'm just going to run this through again real quick. He's a character that can heal based off of his HP and can buff ATK based off of his base attack. So best words you should use on him is the Favonia, and then you should use the Sapwood artifact set, Noblesse. We're gonna go over this real quick. Energy recharge substats with HP. Then you want to energy recharge sand, and then an HP goblet, then a healing bonus or an HP circlet. Constellation, C1 is his best, C5 is his second best, and leveling his talents, you just want to level up his ultimate. And that's it. That's a simple, quick Bennett guide. Now, you can just go ahead and leave, but if you want to see how much he buffs, I can actually show you. So, we're going to use this guy right here. I always call him Nori because why not? Now I'm going to be showcasing Bennett, or not Bennett, Kinich, or Kinich, however you want to say his name. We're going to see his regular damage. If he crits, hopefully. He did not crit, that's okay. We'll get another one. 66,000. I know I've done higher than that before. I did like 88,000, but we can just do it again real quick.
Locked on.
85,000, there we go. So now I'm going to show you how much damage he adds with his ultimate. So we gotta wait. Here we go.
Let's light it up.
Oh, get Kinich out. And just watch how much damage he does now. 164,000.
Two can play at that game.
I didn't crit. But as you can see, it buffs his damage by a lot. And that's why he's a great character to build, because there's a ton of characters in this game that scale off attack, and Bennett can buff that attack. Yeah, you should 100% build Bennett. He's been meta ever since, like, the beginning of this game. That's Bennett for you.
Teamwork is trick.
Locked on.
That was a lot better. So it went from 80,000 to 180,000. That's a big damage increase.